So, yesterday, I had a hair appointment, and I actually bought a Groupon for the first time. I was pretty excited about it. So, I get my Groupon, and I have actually bought it for $48, and it's actually a $98 package. So, I was pretty excited to get my hair done, foiled, cut, everything. So, I get there, my appointment's at 1 o'clock, I get there at 1:20 because I wasn't sure it was 45 minutes away. I thought it was 30 or 20, but they understood because they weren't able to call me back. So, when I had called for directions. So I got there and I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, and the lady said, "Oh, it'll be 20 minutes. So I was like, okay, 20 minutes. I mean, I was 20 minutes late. I don't mind waiting 20 minutes. So I'm sitting there, and I have a book and everything, and then she had some paperwork to fill out, so I was like, okay, that's fine. So I filled out my paperwork, and then she says, "Oh, actually, if you would like a chair massage, we do that for free." So I was like, cool, okay, do it for free. I don't really like massages, but I'll do that. So I got a massage for free in the chair. And that was nice, and it lasted like 8 minutes, 9 minutes, better than nothing. So then I went and I was sitting there waiting again, and so I'm just waiting, and I'm still waiting, and I'm like, hey, I've been here for kind of a long time now. About an hour went by, and she comes back over and says, "So do you know what you want?" And I said, "Of course I do. I want the Groupon that I already showed you." And she said, "Oh, yeah. Do you know what color you want?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." And she said, "Oh, well, that's great. It'll be a few more minutes." I was like, okay, I've already waited for an hour. Is it, a few more minutes, like 5 minutes, or is it like 30? And she said, "Oh, no, like 5 minutes. I was like, okay, So then about 10 more minutes, she comes back over, and she's like, "Okay, yeah, you'll have the foils. You're going to have the 4 foils on the top." And I said, "No, actually, I want my whole head, all my hair foiled." If it says your hair highlighted or your hair foiled, or however, you expect all of your hair to be highlighted. Like strands of throughout the whole thing. So I said, "Oh no, yeah, I wanted all my hair highlighted. That was the package, $98 package." And she said, "Oh no, you didn't pay $98. You got a Groupon, so you actually get 4 foils just on the top, but it covers a lot." And I said, "Yeah, I understand that, but that's not what I paid. That's not what I bargained for. I paid less, yes, but I got a package for $98. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm a Christian, a follower of Christ, and I need to have the attitude of Christ. But I am getting really upset at this point because I have already paid, and so she comes back here and she says, "See, look, this girl, she had 4 foils, so see, it covers a lot." And I looked at her hair, and it had some here and some here, like just down the side and down the side, but it didn't cover any of the back. None of the back. And you kind of want all of the back. Oh, by the way, this hat is from my sister and her husband for Christmas. Okay. So I wanted to cover just have the little highlights there. So, story is getting long. Well, so I'm sitting there, she comes back here, she's like, "Oh," and we talked back and forth for a while, and I said, "Listen, I could go to Cost Cutters and I could get all of this done for less than $100, all of my hair and cut and everything." She's like, "Yeah, but this, that's not what we do here." So I said, "Okay, listen, can I get my money back? Because I'm so sorry. Can I get my money back?" She's like, "Sure, just call Groupon and get that situated, and you can get your money back." So I thought, okay, I hate this because I can't recommend your store, which I'm not going to say the name. So I can't recommend your store to anyone, but okay, that's it. So I grabbed my coat and I left. Then I went to Cost Cutters, and I walked right in, and they took me, and I got everything done that I wanted to get done for $50. Happy birthday to me. So anyways, I just wanted to explain that story. So I did want to fill you in on a couple other things. This is my second video for 20 days until I'm 30. So I was talking to my little sister, and I was like, gosh, you know, as we were thinking about what to do, I was like, you know, do you have any ideas? And she said, well, actually, you could do a bucket list. And I was like, don't you do bucket lists for when you're about to die? And her husband says, yeah, what's the difference? Well, to me that wasn't really funny because I'm just turning 30. It's not a big deal. So I decided I'm not doing a bucket list, but I am, and I have thought of things that I could do before I'm 30. So I'll fill you in on some of those. But until then, look forward to listening to the next video tomorrow. I hope to get creative on the videos, or you could just hear a story about how it is going in Tiffany's life. So anyways, until next time, peace out.